Regret's main purpose is to help you learn so that your brain can make more accurate predictions in the future. However, when it turns toxic, it can erode your confidence and your sense of self. With healthy regret, you integrate the lesson into your understanding of life and the predictions your brain will run in similar situations. This allows you to make different choices in the future. The lesson can fundamentally change your value system as to what you find acceptable behavior, which changes your identity. You may, for instance, give up smoking, and now your identity as someone who smokes changes to someone who does not smoke. If a value changes and a future action may violate this new value, such as someone offering you a cigarette, you may have a strong emotional drive to say no, and not just a cognitive drive, because smoking now goes against who you see yourself as, instead of just wanting to live healthier. Now smoking would not just be a mistake or an unhealthy action, but a betrayal of who you are now. When you fully integrate the lesson, the regret loses its sting. You can look back and say, I used to do that, but I've changed. The emotion that once felt painful becomes a marker of growth and wisdom. In this form, regret strengthens your integrity and helps you live more in alignment with your true values. Lingering regret is when we have not yet integrated the lesson, which causes the brain to predict that if we come into a similar situation, we may again choose an action that will lead to a loss. The mind then keeps replaying the action we took and the loss we suffered. Lingering regret does not mean you fail to learn the lesson or that something is wrong with you. It simply means the lesson has not yet been fully integrated, which is what we will address later in the course. The regret can become unhealthy and grow into guilt, where you may feel as if you let yourself or others down and hurt them by not being a perfect person. Even if you didn't cause actual harm to anyone, you then no longer think you made a mistake, you think, I did something bad. This form of regret can evolve into shame, where you start to think, I am a bad person or flawed who do bad things and cannot change. At that point, the brain associates your very identity with failure, which can lead to feelings of worthlessness. Right, now that we know what regret is and what healthy and unhealthy regret is, in the following modules we will cover the main sources of lingering regret. Each source of regret requires a different approach to deal with it. Know that it is possible to have multiple sources of regret, and thus multiple different types of regret at the same time. Okay, let's move on to the first source of regret.